Hello, 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 and thank you for joining me. I am actually doing this second segment of Wednesday. I do have one on my Facebook Live on my page if you want to check that one out. But the Lord just kind of laid this on my heart real quick, so I want to make sure I share it with you all today. And the thought is leave the table. Leave the table. This is a prophetic word. And so I believe that God is speaking right now in this season, in this hour, that it is time to leave the table. What do I mean? As a leader myself and also as an entrepreneur, you've got to know, I believe a very famous person said, you've got to know when love is no longer being served at the table that you're sitting at. And I say this with all gravity and all sincerity because I believe that it is what the Lord is saying. It is time to leave the table. And as I was sitting up here and I was just reflecting in the word right now, one of the things that I reflected on was Saul's relationship with David, right? There was a time when David was able to sit at the king's table and have dinner with the king and have dinner with the family of Saul. But there came a time when he had to leave the table. There came a time when he had to recognize that love was no longer being served at the table. That in fact, javelins were being served at the table. And in this day and age, we've got people on one side, telling people that they should stay in places of oppression, stay in places of tyranny, stay in places where they're being persecuted, and all of those different things. But that is not what I hear the Lord saying. I hear the Lord saying, it is time to leave the table. You've got to know that when javelins are being thrown at you, it's time to leave the table. You've got to know that your purpose is going to be greater than what's waiting for you at the table. You've got to know that you may endure some hard times because you left the table. But the reality is if you continue to stay at a table that no longer feeds you, that no longer serves you love, that no longer serves you respect, that no longer serves you empowerment, you're going to find yourself caught by that very javelin that's been thrown. So I encourage you tonight to assess where you are and recognize when it is time to leave the table. Understand, no matter how good the table is set, no matter how royal the company is, the reality is that if you stay at that table that no longer serves you love, the reality is it could cost you your life to stay at that table. So I encourage you tonight to make sure that you are getting up, that you are moving forward in God, that you are doing what God has called you to do, that you're not leaving a place with the wrong spirit. But if you are under attack, if you are under oppression, if you're under tyranny, if you're under assassination attempts, right? It's time to leave the table. So just wanted to give you that prophetic word. And I pray that you are having a great day and that God continues to bless your time with Him on this week. Take care and God bless.